Hey everyone, it's Pete Renshaw here from the Rig Rundown, here to remind you about our gig on the 5th of July. It's the studio sessions in the Waterfront Hall presenting Thrash Valhalla with Acid Age, Kidos, Afro and Grey Rat. Tickets are available now on the Waterfront Hall website and we hope to see you all there. Hello, and welcome to episode 20 of the Rig Rundown. Back here today in our usual home of Voodoo, who's kindly sponsored this episode, so thank you to them. I'm here with one of the rawest voices coming out of Belfast at the minute, SP FreeTheWorld. Dude, how's it going?
Yeah. All good, bro.
Bro, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Cheers. Good man.
Brilliant. I've been a fan of yours for a good while now. Normally, this show we have like rock players and metal players and guitarists, so we're actually trying to branch out and get different kinds of musicians
Here we go.
on.
First rapper on that.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, we had Rare Witch.
Witch.
A few episodes back. So second, but he did a lot of folk and country. I suppose you were our first only rapper.
There you go. MC, 100%.
That's so cool, man. Yeah.
I'm good man for the stout, the fairness.
Cheers.
Sláinte.
Of course. Enjoy stout. As your good friend says.
Slays.
Yeah. Well, that's so cool, man. You've been building on your world track by track, taking Belfast by storm, putting out songs, getting attention. Man, it's great to see. Fair play.
Yeah, man. It's been some journey.
Yeah.
Ever since 3 years. Just from the start, putting out tunes you didn't know what to expect, to grow. But now I feel I'm getting the recognition I deserve.
Yeah, absolutely.
All through hard work and determination, As I said, I was dropping mixtapes 3 years ago, and now I'm going to have my new mixtape coming out. So it has been a journey, and I'm going to continue doing it and keep raising it. Manifested it the word it be now, so I'm going to manifest in the future. It's going to get bigger and better each time.
Yeah, man. Well, fantastic. Love to hear it. that's pretty well. I suppose on this show we like to do a deep dive into your whole musical history, find out how you got started and everything you've done coming up to where you are now and what's happening next. So I guess just starting, back from early life. What was it like growing up in Belfast? Where was it you came from?
My ma's womb.
Yeah.
That was where I started off. Straight out my ma. Straight out the ma's womb.
Yeah.
Royal Hospital. As I said, growing up, I was always surrounded by music. My dad, my mother, and my father, I should say. My smack coming out of my ear. And my uncles, my Uncle Foxy and my Uncle Damien. Just, you have Snoop on your top there.
Yeah.
So it was Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Tupac, Biggie Smalls. Just ever since, used to watch 8 Man when I was a kid. And then in the street, I would have made wee funny raps in school and all growing up. So it was always built into me. It's my purpose.
And whereabouts in Belfast was it you came from?
West Belfast.
West Belfast. Nice.
Doon.
Doon.
Where I'm from, yeah.
Brilliant. And how did that reflect on you then in your upbringing for wanting to be an MC?
Well, no one ever accepted it at the start. Yeah. People thought you couldn't be a rapper if you were from Belfast or in Ireland in general. So it was just like, he thinks he's Eminem, he thinks he's this. So my first ever dream for the rap was for rap to be appreciated.
Yeah.
To be a norm.
Well, it certainly is now.
I do feel like I am one of the pioneers. Some people might have seen my new stuff, don't know my old stuff, but I am one of the pioneers through Belfast rap.
Absolutely.
I've made it grow to what it is today. With other people also.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, that's it. I was going to say, we'll get into that in a minute with other people, but can you remember when you first started? You said you used to watch 8 Mile all the time and you were into Snoop Dogg growing up. Was there a specific moment, maybe a song on television or something where you thought, right, that's me, that's what I'm doing?
Well, I went to Liverpool for university. Say I was first year uni when lockdown happened, 2020. Once lockdown happened, there was nothing to do.
Shite.
I grabbed my laptop and my mic. I said, you know what, I'm going to make something else. So it was just me making my own songs out of boredom.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to build something. And then I went to Hotbox. Pardon me, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I went to Hotbox and done a song more or less about anti-government song about COVID. Like everyone was freaking out. Oh, you can't touch your granny and all, and you can't do this and you can't do that. I was like, it's the flu. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was more or less saying why the government was locking us down, and us people shouldn't be locked down. We should be free. So it was all about freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom of speech. That was my first song. But when I sat there and just went, I'm going to do this, I had to shout out Kneecap.
Yeah, of course.
Because when I was listening to the songs, Kneecap only started, and there was Versatile from down south as well, and then you had John Sue and stuff. But when I started seeing Liverpool rappers, because it was only American, and then it was just London. When I started seeing Liverpool rappers, I was like, since I'm over here, I could do this. And then I started seeing Dublin bubbling up, the scene bubbling up in Dublin. And then came Belfast. So we're a wee bit behind more than everyone else, but we're getting there. But I went to, obviously, Kneecap's really big now.
Oh, yeah, worldwide.
Like, worldwide, shout out to him. Like, but I went to Liverpool in the Arts Club. And I know the two lads, Nation and Moog, I know them well. And it was Arts Club. It was big enough, but, you know, small compared to what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And I was like, and there was someone on before them. I went up, showed my BT11 tattoo and all, and they were like, yeah, had good cracking. There was someone on before him. I'll say no names, like, but there was someone on before him. And I was just sitting there and I was going, see if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
I must have got a few drinks in me. I was telling my best mate, Geordie Byers, shout out to Geordie. I was telling my mate Geordie Byers, I'm better than him. He turned around to me and goes, well, stop doing it, drunken parties, and actually do something about it.
Start putting pen to paper.
Yeah, my best mate, who's actually my cousin as well, said that, and it's always stuck in my head, and he made me actually do something about it.
That's brilliant, mate. So it all stemmed from your first track that you made. What was it called again?
Fuck, the first track ever was... fucking actually forget the name of it.
Did you put it out, or was it just...
It was on SoundCloud, on my old account, but they all didn't sound like the audio wasn't the best, you know. I was just putting it on fucking we shite softwares until I started knowing what I was doing.
What were you using back then? What were you recording on?
Audible, just.
Audible? Right.
Just compressing.
And what mic were you using? Just like a USB mic?
A wee mic, just a wee mic,
Brilliant.
So, my first song, legitly, is Better Day. That's the first one I made and put on Spotify.
Brilliant.
But the Hotbox session was my first one I done on visuals. But I have a load of like oldies,
cool.
There's some classics, but you do forget that's how long I've been putting in the work now.
When you were making your sounds and making your songs, who were you looking to production wise? Who were you trying to sound like, and what sort of inspirations did you take?
Obviously,
for your
like
music,
I was always, for my age, I was always known for like preaching, like standing up, freedom of speech, you know. So obviously I would have had a bit of, people say I'm like a Belfast Tupac.
Cool.
And Dizzy Wright.
Yeah.
Dizzy Wright as well. So yeah, I think I just have like a mixture of like Eminem, Tupac flows in a Belfast way.
Cool.
Yeah, but I'm just me, so that's what's special. because I'm me, I'll always be the best version of myself, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, that sounds cool. Well, talking then from your early beginnings, when you first started taking it seriously, once you started upgrading, like you said, you went to Hotbox Studio. Was that the first?
Shout out Hotbox.
The first studio you'd
first
went to?
Studio I went to was Hotbox. Shout out OJ.
Cool.
OJ.
I've heard of him. Yeah,
he's good. He does a lot for the community.
Yep.
Big time.
A lot of charity work and everything.
He does. He came over from London. He does a lot. And he's done a lot for me, and I've done a lot for him too.
Brilliant.
But yeah, it was the first studio I went to, and I've done ciphers with Hotbox. I've been on their mixtape.
Yeah.
And there's a new mixtape. I think it's called Scars or something. It's about just trying to just get more people to recognize us as well, like worldwide. You know, a lot of people recognize us over here, but we're trying to get push overseas and stuff. So I've done one with OJ again. I've been in Liverpool with Hot Tub TV. Me and my bro R3C. Yeah. We were the first Irish rappers on a Liverpool channel.
That's cool.
Hot Tub TV. Yeah. Check it out. Yeah. We've done the booth session just down in Liverpool.
Where can we get that? Is that on
It's on
SoundCloud
Hot
or
Tub
YouTube?
TV, YouTube. Check it out.
Yeah,
me
brilliant.
and him's outside just in Liverpool city centre. And then we've done the video with him. And he's big. He does the guy who does videos with Jordan McCann and stuff.
Brilliant.
And then we'll have Tribal Kings. Have you heard of Primo? You know Primo? No, he does a bit of heavy metal, like Bart and stuff. So he's helped me with my new mixtape. I've been all around the place. It must be a studio slut.
Yeah. what other studios have you been to?
So Tribal King.
Yeah.
Hot Tub. Hotbox. Down with Eulogy.
Yeah.
Eulogy's probably the best mix and master and up north, like. And And then we have just obviously Atomic Adam and stuff. He's coming up.
Yes, I've actually been talking to Dirtbird.
Dirtbird,
He wants to come onto
legend.
the show and bring Atomic Adam with him to go into a deep dive of the
Definitely get
mixes,
on him.
because he's got a new album
The only
coming
thing
out.
is, our Adam's one of the best producers, but he's a bit shy.
Is he shy?
Dirtbird,
We'll have to
Dirtbird
get him a
is
few
fun.
drinks.
Get him a few drinks. Dirtbird will talk halfway for him because Dirtbird's definitely not shy. But
Brilliant.
they're my two good mates.
That's
Yeah,
cool, man,
so-
yeah. It's a small city, you know, everybody knows each other. It's cool to
When's
see.
this out? Would this be out on Friday?
Hopefully Monday.
What day is it?
Today's Monday, so this day week. Hopefully.
Yes, next
yeah.
week. Well, Friday, obviously it would already happen by now. But obviously Dirtbird's he's dropped the mixtape a week before me.
Yeah.
He's actually funded and stuff with Wonka Records. So
Okay.
Wonka Records, give me a shout. I'm taking everything out of my own pocket here.
Yeah, that's it, dude. You're a total DIY artist. You fund everything yourself, totally self-managed,
Yeah, man,
self-everything.
it can be hard as well.
Absolutely.
Especially just going up here and trying to work and trying to balance out real life with the artist life. I feel like I've tried to apply for funding, but they want like businesses and studios rather than just individual artists. But there is opportunities out there. It's just hard to get.
When it comes to funding and things, sometimes you're better speaking to people who've done it before and know how what they want you to say on the forums, sort of a thing.
Yeah,
it's all just
definitely.
about taking their
OJ
criteria.
had a
It's like-
couple of things in the hotbox and people explaining, but I don't know. I always get turned down for some reason. But obviously, you're going to have to get turned down a few times
Yeah,
before you get it. So,
accepted, yeah.
like, I feel like with this new mixtape, Still Dreaming here, coming out and this summer,
what date's it coming out?
it's coming out on the 27th of
nice,
June, so
June.
2 weeks from now.
Sweet, yeah, okay.
And I want the push it. So, pardon me. After this and after the big summer I've had, because I've had a good loud past year or two.
yeah?
I want the breakthrough. I'm ready for the breakthrough, and I'm going to manifest the breakthrough. So the breakthrough is definitely happening. Mm-hmm. And the breakthrough, and all the breakthrough is just a record label. It doesn't have to be the biggest record label in the world.
Just giving you
who
the
can
shot.
help me a bit and push me financially, and then I'll make the magic happen.
Maybe not even a record label, just anyone who can come and invest in you at all. Anyone out there, put the word out.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
looking for
Anyone
for cover.
and I'll be able to do what I do best anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you don't have to worry about the back end of the finance and the business end of it, you can just be a performer. Who knows what you could accomplish?
Sometimes I don't mind doing the marketing. I like marketing and promoting. But yeah, the funding would help. Especially have a baby on the way here.
Oh, well, congratulations!
First time,
Awesome.
thank you.
Yeah,
on
brilliant.
September, so
Yeah.
obviously we'd love that extra bit of help. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a wee baby there as well. He's only 9 months
Congratulations.
now. It's the best ever, man. Yeah, you're gonna love it. This
I
is your
ca-
first one.
First one, mate.
Oh, awesome, dude. Yeah, you love it. That's
So
cool.
I'm gonna do everything for him as
Yeah.
well. I want him to like look at me and be like, if he can do it, I can do it. And my dad's a legend. He's changed the game.
Reach for the stars, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
100%.
that's fantastic, dude. Cool. Well, yeah, we talked about then all the studios you've been to, what shaped your sound. When you started out, when you started getting going and getting recognized, was there anything in particular? Was like a turning point where your popularity then really started to take off?
Transition.
Transition, yeah, of course. Yeah, the big song.
Transition. Shout out to Kevi Forex and shout out to Limbo and shout out to Tyler McCann
Hmm. Yeah, it's a great song.
because
I really loved it.
things were going well, but obviously with the transition, we've done one before as well, and that was kind of bit of mixed thoughts about it.
Yeah.
But transition, one of the biggest songs to come out of North
Oh, aye, for sure. Oh, in
definitely.
that genre.
in that genre, definitely. So yeah, transition did. With the video, everything worked out perfect, and everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that has took me to the next level. So always want to admit it. The thing is, I was just doing the dance ones, and with my mixtape, I'm back. I do believe I'm one of the most versatile artists. So,
Yeah.
Kevi wanted me to do an art dance one with him, and I said the
Or
time.
Pumper.
Nor Pumper.
Yeah.
And he's doing well with it. He has a new one that's sounding good. I always said he would get better, and he will. But I have like different genres too.
Yeah. That's like some of your hip hop is pretty soulful. Some of it's quite aggressive. Some of it's quite dancey.
Yeah, I do believe
Cover a lot.
I'm the most versatile artist up here.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get you on a metal track one day.
Let's
Who
do
knows?
heavy metal.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Proper fucking
So I
rap
have
metal,
some
dude.
deep old school hip hop. I actually have with the mixtape some old school hip hop drill.
Yeah.
Reggae.
Oh.
I have a reggae song, which is mad.
Is it
Smacked Out Rasta.
all about Belfast life?
A little bit. I find out. And then obviously I do love the Pumpers because everyone
Gets the room going like.
who we grew up with kind of loves the Pumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did change it was transition, and then also me transitioning
Yeah.
into what I'm like now.
SP FreeTheWorld.
SP FreeTheWorld. Always have been, always will be. So FreeTheWorld #1.
So how did transition come about then? Where did you record that?
Eulogies.
Eulogies.
What happened was Kevi never rapped before.
Right. Okay.
And I says let's promote his clothes. I'll help you promote the clothes. He goes,
Right.
if you help promote the clothes, and can you help me rap, and I'll help you give you clothes and all this here.
Sweet.
But he was my mate, and yeah, so that there happened, and then obviously I give him some like books and stuff for her to rap. He hasn't talked to me recently.
Yeah.
Because there was a fallout and stuff.
Oh, there was a
But
fallout,
if you watch the Working Class podcast, I've shook his hand every time. I forgive him.
Yeah.
obviously,
It's peace and
love, yeah. And when Mal died, that's why I'm wearing the shades now, because I want to. Obviously, Mal, like I've been wearing the shades just like, in respect from him. If you've noticed in all my new songs, and once Mal died, obviously he didn't go to the funeral. I don't know why. Anyways, and then I obviously was like, you should have been there. Blah blah blah. So after that, we haven't really talked
Fair
or
enough.
anything.
Yeah.
But so obviously we didn't really talk anything, but obviously I would,
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
talk to, and there was we be on the map. I done a wee on the mapper, and I said about what was my dream was, and my dream was the Fela.
Oh yeah.
And I would love to do the Fela next year. And
Just call them out.
Fela football, what do you
Fela.
do? They got
Tag
some
'em.
politician on. They've got some politician to talk.
Nobody wants
and
to see that.
Get Fela. We
the music
want
of the people.
a hip hop and rap night.
Yeah.
And as I said, what I was saying them was I would get everyone on who I've made songs with. If I got on,
Wow. Good, yeah.
I would get everyone on because
Be
it's
a full
everyone's
variety
dream.
act like Dre sort of stuff
Yeah,
with everybody.
everyone's
Yeah.
opportunity. So
That'd be cool, man.
yeah.
So do you remember when you were
went a bit off topic there. I forgot what your question was. But
No, we're
sure.
talking about studios. Making your big track transitions. Was there a point when you were recording that you could tell it was going to be big? Could you tell when
The
you were
one
making
before, we went to Manchester with the one before for A1.
Yeah.
Or I think he's called A1. I actually forget his name. He didn't really do a good mix, to be honest. And
Yeah.
it was with, he made tunes with Bugsy and stuff.
Okay.
Me, K-Hole, went over to Manchester.
Yeah.
We done that, but we put so much effort in that.
Yeah.
And see with transition, it took 2 seconds.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's just
So like the one where you didn't even put that much effort in.
just one take.
Because it was only like we were all going back and forth for like 4 minutes for the first song.
But it sounds kind of fun, like you're kind of hopping in and having
Yeah,
a
it
crack
does,
with it.
because people get a
so
bit
that
of
just was
everything,
off
like-
the cuff. That just happened
yeah.
naturally.
And like bango, and then I'm always sucker for a slick chick, and then
Yeah.
smelt my head for a new city, and just keeps going like that.
So
Very good funny bits,
that's
but
cool,
the
like-
transition, bang, bang, bang. The thing is, with transition, I think Kevi knew what he was at because he knows what he's at with the TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously people were sharing the TikToks going bingo bango.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Can I go first?" Because I did it shite the last time, but I think he went first to get the the TikTok clip because there's a lot of people who've just heard it on TikTok
Oh,
who
okay.
thinks it's just his song,
Right.
but it's actually
It's a
it's everyone's
group.
song.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's getting big in their own ways. I do feel like everyone had to walk their own paths for a while, because everyone is on their own paths and on their own journey, as well. But everyone's doing well, so fair play.
Yeah, well, it's great to see everyone doing well and everyone getting on now in the future. So no love lost.
No love lost, and
That's good, man.
let's do it. Let's.
Well, since then,
keep her lit.
once obviously then K-Hole stopped and he's parted ways. What was your next track after that?
Doon Road.
Yeah.
Doon Road.
Where did you do that?
I made it in Hotbox again.
And again, did,
I had
did
it
you
on
just
when I was with
spit this
Doon.
one out, or did you put a lot of writing into it, or
Just a
off the cuff?
normal writing. Just
Yeah.
heard a beat, just did a bit of writing. Took me, don't know. Sometimes they're different than others. Sometimes I can make a song really quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put more in it. with the dance.
Sometimes it might just come to you in one go, and you might
Yeah.
spend ages thinking about it.
I can make a song really quick though.
Yeah. Cool.
Definitely. Whenever we were doing that transition one, I wrote my verse in the back of a car when I heard the beat like only twice.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it was free people, I'm taking more time if I'm doing a solo song. Obviously, because you have more time on it.
Yeah.
What did you say again? Fuck's sake.
No, your follow up to transition.
Yes.
Do you remember
So
recording
Doon Road.
Doon Road.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So Doon Road. Just I never got to make. I always wanted to make a song where it was from the Doon, Doon.
Yeah.
But I was like, I couldn't make it because it wasn't that good when I was fucking.
When you were lived
So I was like,
there.
I finally have to make a tune for Doon for all the lads. That
Back to the roots.
All the lads I grew up with.
Yeah.
All the family.
Brilliant.
Everyone from the Doon, and it's a tune, proper tune. And the producers, Resonate, shout out Resonate,
Yeah.
Commerce. He's from there as well, so it was
Brilliant.
organic. So anyone from there, it's like their favorite tune because it represents where they're
the home
from.
team.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. What about your beats and your compositions? Who makes your actual beats and all for you? Do you do any much of that yourself, or do you work with a collaborator you would usually use?
I collab with all different people. I
So
try
come
and
from all over?
collab with local
Yeah.
artists, but
People you can actually meet.
sometimes there's other local artists that are busy with other whatever they're doing.
So do you get sent tracks from maybe overseas, being like,
Yeah,
do you want to do
I've
something with
worked.
this?
My first mixtape, "Pray for a Better Day,"
That's cool.
on Spotify. That was all produced by Jay Harvey from Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So as he was a Liverpool producer, I done all that with him, and that shows my versatility as well. And then just if any producer wants to work with me, let's go.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
like,
open to it. Just shoot you a message.
Yep, shoot me a message, hit me a DM. If you go on my Instagram, there's my email there. So I'm
Best
looking
way
to
to
always
do it.
work with new people and just create new things.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. Well, here you've got some shows coming up. Do you want to tell us then? I know you did one here recently. I actually missed it. I
Shout
was
out
here.
the Voodoo because they've been giving the boys a platform.
And the
for
sound in here is phenomenal, man. The sound
Yeah.
system and the bass and everything. Like,
Johnny,
it's my favorite
shout out
venue.
Johnny and all.
Yeah, big Johnny. For
everyone
sorting it.
getting us on. And I like it. It's like, it's big, but it's not too big as well. With that OES Centre, not this an OES Centre, it's meant to be
It's
the
lovely.
hub.
Yeah.
Every time I do it, everyone's up at the bar and you can't. They're all,
Aye.
you know, it's round the corner. The same as that, to be fair,
Yeah.
but just as I like
It's
it.
a little more intimate in here, I
Yeah,
suppose. It's like, it's down in our little
Yeah.
pit area in front of stage. Yeah, it's cool.
So done my first gig here, my first headline gig.
Yep.
Just after 2 days after Boxing Day.
Brilliant.
How'd
it go?
It was good.
Yeah.
I was actually a bit nervous because the ticket sales weren't doing well, and because
Aye,
of
but I bet
Christmas
you loads of people
and
turned
Boxing
up.
Day, and loads of people turned up.
Because it's the same people go home and then they're like, fuck this, I'm way out.
Yeah, I know, and then made a decent wage.
Awesome.
Belfast Greyman stuff was playing.
Yeah. Cool.
And then so we had Belfast in the Scouse in here as well.
That's right,
with
yeah.
our free C sorted. So it was in here on the Wednesday, and then we went to Liverpool.
And it was the same gig, just over there.
Yeah, well, a wee bit different.
Like
But we had Liverpool artists,
double
and
feature.
and London artists and all, and everyone
That's
in here.
cool,
And then
man,
I was in Liverpool doing it as well. And then we have next up, I'm supporting M66.
Yep.
Um,
When's that? The 28th?
That is the. He's gonna kill me here. Forget. The 26th.
The 26th.
26th of June. So
June.
that's why M66. He's up. Well, I would say up and coming. He kind of is, but he's been making noise.
Yeah.
From New Lodge with. He's been linking up with a Dublin one, so it's Corner Boy Records, from Dublin, who are sorting it all out.
That's cool.
They asked me, so let's go. So it's a Dublin,
Excellent.
Belfast linking up, and
Who else on the lineup for that? Is
we
Dirtbird on it?
have myself, Wee B,
Yeah.
FSJ,
Cool.
Dirtbird again. Me and Dirtbird's
Awesome.
the two Westies
Yeah.
on it. And then M66, and then we have Turbo and C-Mac.
Yeah.
And then the Dublin ones are like Pants and Q-Dub and all. And so Dublin and Belfast like up. So I'm glad to give me a shout there to
Cool.
get on it.
How do you guys how do you run your gigs in here? Because I'll tell you how it goes for us. When we do a metal show, we all show up at 5, at half 5 at beginner sound checks to finish it at around 7, for it to open at 7. And then we go, one band plays, 15-minute changeover, another band plays, 15-minute changeover, and then it's just 3 or 4 bands in a row. But do you guys just kind of come up one at a time? Just take
Yeah.
it a song at a time,
No, it
or
would be.
just take full sets?
See, to
With
be honest,
guests?
see whoever's organising it, they pick.
But I take it there's
Sometimes
no
people.
changeovers. You guys can
No,
just swap the mic and just
so
go straight after each other.
Someone starts off and then say about 2 or 3, and then there'll be a break and then someone else comes on and then it'll be a 15-minute interval.
Okay, so there would be intervals as well.
there will be intervals. Sometimes
Cool.
would depend on the music too.
And then just the vibe, you might actually get everybody
And
up.
then you just get everyone doing open mics and stuff as well.
Cool.
At the end of it, and then obviously someone finishes it. Sometimes, like in here, obviously Scouse Trams and all was over. It was like London and Liverpool rappers, but me and Limbo Slice and Kick were the best in here at night. Definitely, we had the biggest crowd.
Fantastic.
But you should definitely, I think you should put the dance ones on at late because we were doing the dance ones and everyone was going mental. And then someone jumped on after, and then
they
like
were
started doing a bit more chill again.
I see.
And then
Maybe want to.
and some people were like, "Yeah, but if I was running a show, I've ran a show before. If I was running a show, I
Have
would
the
go
most
by
chill ones at the
beats
start.
per minute, kind of."
That's a good idea, actually. Well, that's what a DJ would do. They would ramp it up,
definitely,
you know.
mate.
So shout out to the showrunners.
Yeah, the showrunners are doing that.
Keep it in mind.
and
Get it more
everyone-
exciting as it goes up.
Yeah, let it grow. Let the beats per minute grow and.
Yeah, because you can't have the place jumping and then all of a sudden down and then up and then.
Yeah. I've seen that happen with rap shows, and I think that's a thing that can be improved.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go, dude. But what about running shows yourself? Any ambition to maybe
Ran a show
run
a
them?
couple of years ago.
You seem to know. You seem to know what to do.
Yeah. I ran a show a couple of years ago, and then I've just been asked by organisers. I haven't really done one, but I'm doing my headline show.
Brilliant.
SP FreeTheWorld link up with Greta. You know Greta, the clothing brand.
Yes.
So-
I met him before.
Shout out to Greta.
Cool.
Me and him are linking up with some merch, and it's only going to be. Thank you, bro. Enjoy, Stout. Yeah, so I'm linking up with Greta anyway, and doing a headline show with only like a couple of people in Rhonda Studios.
Okay.
It's my mixtape. So my mixtape's coming out this month. Next month, doing music videos and getting some merch in, and then at the end of August, we're going to have a big party and celebrate.
Okay, so we'll go through all that. That sounds exciting. We should address everything individually. Music videos. What's your plans for your music videos? Anything like sort of with acting and a set going on, or are you just going to do straight up performance? Are you going to take some raw footage at your gigs?
All of it.
Everything.
All of it. I work with Skeet 89.
Oh, a big fan of his. He's class. I'd love to
Shout
get him
out
on
to
one
Skeet,
day. His videos are really impressive. I'd love to find out
So
how he makes everything.
I've been linking up with Skeet. I've linked up with him before, and I've tried to venture out. I've had it on liver. I tried to venture out and work with our people, but the likes of our people, people have their favourites over here, you know.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I've been working with our people, and then I've been waiting on stuff for a while, and they're putting other artists a bit before me because they're mates and stuff, which is understandable. But with Skeet, he's done my cover art here. He's done everything, and I trust him.
Yeah.
And me and Skeet are gonna make magic happen.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so
Well,
it'll be plenty.
are you going to try and get him to sort of
I'm
one up
gonna
himself?
I'm gonna try and do every single song
Yeah.
as a video. Sometimes I would have picked some songs to do videos, and then just done some of just left in tunes. But for this one, I'm gonna do a video for every song.
Yeah, well, that would be so cool. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant. Well, then you talked about your launch party. Did you say secret launch party? Is that what
No, not secret. Well, it's the first time I'm saying about it, so it was a secret. Good man. So yeah, 16th. I'm gonna get some new merch in.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because as I'm saying,
What are you
fully
getting? T-shirts, beanies, G-strings,
G-strings, speedos.
lighters. Lighters. That's
Lighters is
people
a
need
big one.
lighters. Like
I'm
bottle
gonna
openers.
try and get them all in.
So best musician merch you can have is lighters and bottle openers. People will definitely take them home.
Mate, good thinking. I need to think. Definitely.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so 16th of August.
Yeah.
One thing you were saying about the gigs as well is a lot of people try and please everyone. So, because there's loads of artists now, and they're having lots of artists on. Sometimes it could be hard to run, but with my gig, there's only going to be about 3 or 4 artists.
Brilliant. And then he's going to sort of play together like a
Yeah,
big
there'll be ones with tunes with us.
or with intervals again, because I actually really like the idea of a big show where There's almost no interval because that's when people go outside for a fucking
For
cigarette
smoking and don't come
go out
back
to
and all.
check their phone and then do
People
babies,
go out
like,
for a smoke all the time, but it does to my head
true.
sometimes.
Yeah, but I think see if the action never stopped.
Yeah.
That's actually something we're trying to do over. We're doing. I have to shout it out. My band's next gig in the Waterfront Hall on the 5th of July.
What do you call your band again?
Ketos.
Ketos.
Yeah, it's at the shirts up
Shirts up there. Ketos,
yeah, we just put a new single out there, The Price of Life. Pretty heavy, brutal stuff, man. I'll have to let you hear it.
Get all the
See
heavy
it.
metal ones, get involved.
Get involved, bro. We're talking about, there's actually like a large, massive screen behind the stage. We're toying with the idea of having something happening on the stage and on the screen between the changeovers to try and keep audience engagement and attention.
Yeah.
Not necessarily something live, but perhaps some never before seen content of the band that's about to play. Something, just kind of avoid that kind of dead air. Don't know. We don't like breaks.
Bring back the unban the smoking ban so everyone just stays.
Yeah, just let people smoke inside. Like,
yeah,
I remember them days when it was brilliant.
I can remember briefly when I was a kid. Like, what was it? I just remember briefly. I was a kid. But yeah, what we're gonna do for the gig is, we're gonna do it. Allow smoking. I wish. I'm gonna bring that back.
Yeah. Well, if you get,
we're gonna have 4 people on, just going back to back, and I'm gonna do an open mic night. So
nice.
anyone wants to come, I'm gonna have a open mic at the start and an open mic last. Because you do have the one at the start, but then see if you had the last one. There's people who's watching going, let's go now.
Yeah.
Where they're nervous at the start, if you know what I mean.
Need to see the pros to sort of get them. Get their courage up. Yeah.
100%. And that's how when I was starting off, I would have went down to like Skank FM.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah, I know him. I went to school with him.
Whenever I was, before my gigs, I was going down. So shout out to Skank FM and Daz. I was going down because have to shout out like the boys who made me rap as well. Obviously, he was saying about Newcap, but like the likes of Steve Lock, Skeet, Big Don, Dirty Devs, all them boys, main designs and stuff. Like I would have went down to see Emmons and I would have done my open mics.
Cool.
And then now I'm in shows with them together, and they've seen the progress that I've made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now,
now
there's a lot of people looking up to me now. It's mad how the generations shift, you know.
That's cool. So now you're going to be mentoring in the sort of the new
I'm an
youth.
OG now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's class, man. Yeah, well, has there been any collaborations or projects that's really surprised you as a performer and pushed your boundaries? Anyone you've went into the studio with thinking you were going to have an easy job, but they did something that just made you be like, fuck, I need to up this here, you know? Anyone really surprised you?
Anyone really surprised me? Probably Limbo Slice in my house the first time, because I came back from Liverpool and I was asking my friend in Liverpool to rap with me, Faker. He would have rapped with me, and he would actually rap with me in parties. And then when I started trying to take it serious, he was like, nah, all this here. And I was like, what? All right then. And then it was very lonely during lockdown.
Yeah.
I came back. Whenever I came back, Limbo was at the door. Oh, mate, I got such a rap for you. Kick. And then Kick was going, I got one. And I was like,
Do you remember what it was? Do you remember the lyrics?
Yeah, Funky Fresh Flows. It's on a SoundCloud. He goes, I never went to university, but I overcome adversities. And I've been with my shirt and fleece. I've been overcoming, and I'm with Hercules and all. It was
Straight
madness.
fire, bro.
Yeah,
awesome.
that was with Limbo done his bit. He was freaking out at the start. He's really good now. Like, he was freaking out at the start. I gave him a bit of CBD, told him ways up, and he went. Also, just Big Kev Smiley. Big Kev, he doesn't rap because I don't know why. He says he's settling down with his missus or something. And
fair enough.
No, it's not fair enough. I told him last weekend
I told him out.
No, I mean, you could be dead in the morning. Fucking get a tune out. You don't even need to do a video.
You could do it from home and email you his bits.
I know, definitely.
That's cool. Anyone else? Any other collaborators? Have you collaborated with anyone non-hip hop, like any guitar players or
Dominic Courtney?
Yeah.
Dominic Courtney. He's back home. He was gigging over in Liverpool there.
Cool. What'd you do with him? Where can we hear this?
So it's on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. We had to scroll down a bit. Like,
What's it called?
Can't remember.
It's that long ago.
What do you call it? It goes like, He goes, Chapel main trouble, someone's got the double. We won't walk for a while. Helicopters in the sky, it'll be there for a while. Keeping me up all night. And then I rap about the helicopter going around.
Helicopters.
And then like provos and all. It was a good one. It was good,
Nice.
but it was when I was starting off. So it was a very early one, but I would love to link up with Damo Courtney again.
Did you ever do any singing yourself, dude? You're pretty good.
I'm a good singer, yeah.
Good singing. You should start, like, you could surprise someone with just
tried to
laying down a melody one day, you know.
I've tried to put bits of melodies in.
What's
but
preventing you so far? Just not
I have
found
put
the-
melodies
Have
in
you?
where I've like I've rapped and then I went
Going like full singing,
everywhere
like
we
full
go-
Ed Sheeran, James Blunt, full,
no
fucking
here,
full singing.
but
You
years
never know,
ago,
man.
years ago when I was a kid, it came third. Lana Doon's Got Talent or something for singing Sean Kingston or something. It was mad,
Cool.
but
Dude, can we hear any of this anywhere? No? Or maybe we can entice you into doing it one day. Maybe we'll
I would do a song.
Yeah,
I would
fucking-
do a song.
that would be cool, man.
But yeah, I can sing. I'm a good singer.
Cool,
It never
you're good to
really,
know.
never really gets out, but
You know who I was surprised to see was a really good singer? You know your man, John Sue?
John Sue's amazing.
He's done a
He's like,
collaboration with his daughter singing a country song. Did you see that?
unbelievable, mate.
I was like, whoa, I did not know he could fucking sing like that. It was
Well, like he's
shocked.
good at like Irish folk music and all. Like it does. John Sue's a legend of the game.
I remember I was out with all my mates, I think we were at a stag somewhere in some house, and I was being like, oh, did you hear that song where he could sing? I'm like, bollocks, he can't sing. I was like, mate, I fucking bet he can sing. Nobody believed me, and I put it on, and they were like, shit.
Yeah.
Shocked. Yeah, it's good. Brilliant.
I've sung I've done like if I'm doing karaoke and I would sing like Ed Sheeran and all.
Cool, man. Yeah, we'll have to hear it. They do an open mic down here on Thursdays in Voodoo. You should come down some night. They have a house. Could you play guitar as well?
No, fuck,
No?
I love to. My uncle Marty G. He was one of the inspirations for me as well. Every Christmas he gets to get the hard. I always say to him, we need to get it recorded. He's in a band called the Cavemen.
Okay.
But he does Ed Sheeran Shape of You.
Brilliant.
And I put like a remix in it. Like
Oh, cool.
We've
Yeah.
done it ever since it was whenever.
Do you do any sort of decks or scratching?
I know how to mix. I went
Yeah?
whenever I was on the sick. It was on the sick of my last work. Went to a DJ course, the Princess Trust.
Oh,
Fuck,
cool.
It was mad. It was like there was people playing Madonna, there was people playing acid techno, there was people
Yeah.
playing hip hop and
And then
all.
you in West Belfast rap.
So I actually have a set. I need to find it again. Actually,
Yeah?
I need to put it on SoundCloud or something. I actually have a 30-minute set of mixing.
Of
and
you
it starts
cutting
off,
it all
it
live?
starts off. H to the ISO. Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the 8-1 of the world. Goes up the rap, goes in the Eminem, then goes in a bit of Skepta, and then Billy Gillies, and then I always said I used to go to hardstyle raves. Do you like hardstyle?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a lot of heavy metal ones like hardstyle, don't they? I don't really
Strong.
like it as much now. It just reminds me of mad times when I was fucked on drugs and all, like, and on holiday. And
Yeah.
I've tried to like go for a more calmer approach recently. And yeah, so fucking and then fuck the system. I put on at the end, freaks on ease, that's why we fuck, man. Because it has the big speech.
Yeah.
This is what we love and can't stop loving. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant, man.
So I love actually like loads of genres of music. You'd be surprised, like lots of them.
Well, that's what actually I think helps a lot of people become a better rounded artist. Not shutting yourself off to other things. No, I'm not going to like that because it's trad, or I'm not going to like that because it's pop. It's like, if it's good, it's good. You know, don't get over yourself. You can like things without compromising who you fucking are. You
As
know?
I said to you earlier, in your heavy metal,
Yeah.
Slipknot. I remember that 666 song. I don't know why I liked it, but I liked
Probably
it.
there's a lot of hard fucking
What was the
scratching
one?
and
I like
beats
I
in
like
it.
a bit of hard rock, a bit of
But
What was
did
the
you
one that was
listen-
Christmas number one?
Oh fuck. Oh, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
My cover band does it. I do the Kerrang Land in here. We do all the
Fuck yeah,
Limp
what don't
Bizkit,
you tell
Korn,
me?
Slipknot,
Yeah.
Linkin Park songs for 2 hours
Linkin
set.
Park, sure.
Yeah,
Linkin
man.
Park and Jay-Z. You know, what the hell are you waiting for? Like
That was brilliant. That album.
yeah, I love like. See, even my favorite genres is actually see when they have a dance song and remix it with a rap song,
Yep.
like the Biggie or the Nate Dogg, but it's actually dance behind it. And then at their Linkin Park and Jay-Z one, that's
Yeah,
like I do feel like more people over here should cross over.
absolutely.
You
man.
know, like
That's-
cross over different genres. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
definitely.
I would
but
love
no
to get
one,
working
people
with
are just
rappers.
very like.
I'll have to let you hear myself. I've usually just done sort of technical death metal or technical melodic hardcore death metal or technical melodic thrash hardcore metal or shit like that.
Yeah.
But I would love to do so. The coolest thing I ever did was join a band called Delusional Silence because it was nothing like I'd ever done before. It was like full on, like quite uplifting, happy rock and roll heavy metal.
Yeah.
And I got to sort of live out that rock and roll dream and go out and do all these big festivals with them and stuff. And it was really cool.
Listen, rock and roll is
so much
rock
fun,
and roll
man.
is always cool.
And I always did like very serious death metal, and we went from looking very angry to like smiling all the time. And I was like, this is fun class.
Yeah, I'm sure that heavy metal does the eardrums in a bit sometimes. As
Well, I use in-ear monitors and then control my own volume on my belt.
Or do you have like ear protection?
Yeah, well, in-ear mons. So it's like a wee sender unit that takes the monitor cable, it sends the wee belt pack on the side, and then the in-ears go in, and then I just control my own volume.
My missus and all's going mad at me. I'm going, what?
Yeah, that's
like,
me.
Yeah, like and it's not even being on the stage. It's when you're
you're in,
and I'm watching everyone. Cause
well, they hand out ear protection at the bar here in Voodoo.
Yeah.
It's handy. Everyone should know if you're feeling it. You can ask for plugs.
I have ear protection at home.
Remember,
I never.
It's louder out here than it is on the stage.
It is. That's what I mean, because it's going out. So that's where I get it. But then sometimes it was a wee bit like I didn't want to just walk about and get photos with like ear things. But now I had to protect it. Like,
no, you can get yourself little discreet buds that are just like white or skin
like you
colored.
can hide them.
Yeah. You can get yourself monitors so you've actually got sound coming out of them. You know what I mean? So
no, when I'm actually watching them.
And just use plugs or you can keep your mons in. But man, that's cool. Yeah.
I have felt like I have to look after my ears more. I can feel the actual effects of it from making music.
What about growing up? Did you ever watch Kerrang or Scuzz or any of them rock channels when you were younger? Yeah.
Want to hear a funny story? My two best mates are brothers, Mickey and Geordie Bars. We used to stick on Scuzz when we were kids and go like, yeah. But geez, I got grounded and all. Like we stuck Scuzz on and we started beating him up and we tried to burn him. And he saw we tried to burn him and he had to run away. And Geordie's man went up to my man's door and was like,
serious?
He tried to burn Geordie and all. And my man's like, what are you doing and all? And it was like, just because Scuzz.
Just trying to do what you were seeing on the TV.
Yes, what a God.
Do you remember any particular bands that you enjoyed?
What did I say?
You said Slipknot, Rage
Against the Machine,
Linkin Park.
I like Foo Fighters. Do they count now?
Yeah, they were a Scuzz band. They were some heavy shit
Foo
from back in the day.
song? Where they smash all the windows and all?
Oh, Break Out. Was that it? Or The One? Or fuck...
It's hard to think about it. It comes to me.
There's too many fucking songs.
So Foo Fighters.
Do you like any Metallica?
Metallica, I've heard of them. Haven't really listened to them.
No.
Nah. I know that like people think they're one of the best. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go by numbers, they are like the biggest and best in the world. As in, like, sell the most tickets, the most amount of times, the most places.
About Limp Bizkit, are they one?
Oh, yeah, they're actually on tour. I think Metallica at the minute.
Are they?
Yeah, sure. They played. That was last summer in Belsonic. We got that.
Nah.
It was fucking brilliant.
I was meant to go.
Yeah,
I was
so good. Yeah,
Limp Bizkit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a class gig. I seen Limp Bizkit. I seen them before, 20 years ago when I was like, or 25 years ago when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And then again last year, it was like. Really
I like
chill.
all the more chilled ones as well, like Catfish and the Bottom Man and what do you call them again? Fuck, there's loads. It's hard.
Do you ever come to any of the other gigs in here, like their homegrown sessions or?
Homegrown?
Oh yeah, there's a band Homegrown.
Oh yeah.
Well, they have the Homegrown sessions in here every Wednesday. They have local bands come in, and it's like for new and up and coming ones, and it's only a $5 in. And
the only thing I went to that wasn't rap was was Razorlight.
Oh, very good.
What do you call it? Where everyone goes, Telegraph.
Oh, cool.
Razorlight. It was funny because I've always been there for raves, and then we were down going, dancing in America. But to be honest, I've kind of got away from. Growing up in my teens and my early 20s. It was all trance, techno, hardstyle, and I have kind of. I'm 27, 28 now, and I've kind of went out and want to go to more just performances and bands.
And see more different kinds of things and take it all in. And
I feel like the DJ stuff's repetitive.
You never know, man. One day you might be out with your own band, doing a full hip-hop set with a full band.
I've done it with Belfast Groove Collective one tune, so
cool.
Shout out Belfast Groove Collective. I've done
like
a live
guitar
I've done
and
a
bass,
live
drums.
Yeah, done a live
maybe
before.
get some horns and all. Full orchestra, dude.
Yeah, I would love a full orchestra.
That'd be class. Like Cypress Hill did that recently.
I've watched the rap games, Cypress Hill, unreal.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
I love you, Mary Jane.
They came. There was an old joke in The Simpsons ages ago where they were like backstage at Lollapalooza, and did anyone order a symphony orchestra? And Cypress Hill was kind of like, fuck it, I will take them. And then they actually played with the London Symphony Orchestra like last year. Or the year
Oh
before.
yeah, Simpsons predicted it then.
Yeah, pretty much. Simpsons predicts everything.
What? How does Simpsons predict Cypress Hill and orchestra?
Yeah.
You know,
Dude.
the Simpsons predict everything. That's crazy. All that conspiracy, fairy stuff.
Oh, aye. Any other mad conspiracies yourself, or
Fucking everything, man.
Everything.
Everything.
Especially if you live here, it's hard not to. For fuck's sake.
I know, no, like all conspiracies. Oh, I do feel like obviously, like with the we are getting controlled, like by the
hell
government,
yeah.
and that's not even a conspiracy theory. That's
No,
just real shit.
That's just taxes and laws.
And the thing, my recent one is the chemtrails. Like, I was out the back.
You just
sitting
wonder
there,
what the hell, the big line in the sky.
Yeah, I seen the big lane, and actually, me and my girlfriend and her sister
It's
were
God's kitchen.
just gone. And we were sitting looking out, and I goes, "Here, that's the chemtrails now." And see, fucking an hour after, all the clouds are. And there was no clouds in the sky.
They
So
dissipate out in the clouds. Have you ever watched them? Know that it's kind of
it's fake clouds. They try and control the weather like it's metal.
Pretty mental, isn't it? Yeah, that's mad. Yeah. So, is there any other collaborations or projects? This new mixtape coming out. Have you planned beyond it yet for the next?
So we'll have the mixtape. We'll have Kick and Homegrown.
Yeah.
In a track. We'll have 2 with Belfast Greyman. You can already hear him on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
They're pumpers. Sometimes I like get the pumpers out on SoundCloud. Just before.
Give them to the people.
Give them to the people. Part of the people. Limbo Slice, Sparks. And yeah, there's one with Limbo. We haven't made it yet. And saying about making it.
Okay, so this is a track that's only just on the
Yeah,
planning
we're
stages
just writing.
right now.
We're just writing.
And how's it going to be different from the other ones? Is lyrical,
so
music style? What's the track?
Obviously, we haven't made a song with each other from K-Hole.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to see us do it right after.
So this is a bit of a reunion.
People thought me and Limbo were gonna make a duo after. I done Doon Road. Limbo done Gizabella, and Gizabella's one of the biggest tunes. One of the biggest tunes that come out after Transition. It's a banger, like. And yeah, he was with the Working Class podcast.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
So he's
Big
been
fans.
doing more podcast stuff. And yeah, he's made a couple of hard tunes, and I didn't think he's my best mate. Like I did think we were going to link up quicker, but obviously
you can't rush.
You can't rush greatness.
You can't rush greatness.
And that's what we were saying to each other last week. So we made a banger last summer.
Class. If you'd have rushed it, it might not be good.
With I know definitely with K-Hole. But we've done our own things. We're still best mates, see each other all the time. So after the mixtape is we're gonna give the people what they want, and me and Limbo Slice are gonna make the banger.
Would be
I don't know. It might be.
What'd you call it? What are you gonna call it? Just Limbo and SP.
Yeah, had to wait. Limbo and SP.
Is that?
SP Limbo SP, whatever.
Not a new group name.
No,
just a collaboration.
No, it's just a collaboration, mate. That's the way it always was, anyway.
Yeah.
The K-Hole Limbo actually made the K-Hole name.
Okay, he came up with it.
He came up with it.
Was he in one?
What is it?
Was he in?
In a K-Hole? Yeah, he has before. He was. We went to Ibiza. Funny story. We were in Ibiza and he was in a K-Hole at the beach, and he was freaking out. He thought he was on a train, and everyone was like, all his neighbours were getting off the train. He couldn't get off, and I goes, mate, come on, have a seat, sit down. But I sat him on a slingshot.
Yeah.
I goes, can't sit down. I've sat him on an actual
in the beach.
And he closed over. He didn't know what he was doing. He goes back. Let's go. Boom!
Sure, I popped him out of it.
Yeah. I followed down his eyes. I was like,
did it fix him?
I fixed him right enough. Fairly woke him up, but got him on from the floor up to the sky anyway.
Brilliant.
So shout out Limbo Slice. Limbo Slice is my best mate.
Cool. Well, we look forward to hearing.
I'm very loyal as a best friend to him as well.
It's good to have that. You know, you gotta have your go-to partners in music and people you can always rely on. And
yeah, definitely, 100%. There's some people here but trying to run it for themselves and try and soak you, but try and do something, try and get one over you. But Limbo's always be one of the realest.
Yeah. So, like you say, you've never played guitar before, or have you ever played any instruments?
I went to guitar school and didn't
Yeah.
even just went home like.
Didn't like
I think I bigged it. Fuck's sake.
it.
I can play a couple of songs on the piano. And the
Okay.
Kim whistle from school.
Do you ever use that skill to help compose your beats and
I would love
melodies
to.
for your tunes?
I would
Get
love
yourself a
to.
little MIDI board or something and
Yeah, I
start
would love
playing
to.
things
I've just
out.
never got round it, mate.
Yeah.
I would love to do more of it. I don't have a space really to do it.
Well, you know, man, you can actually do most things virtually on an iPad these
Yeah,
days.
that's what, when I went to the outdoor DJ course to do, I thought I was getting, and you know what happened? I actually was meant to get myself decks, and then just obviously they're expensive, and I just had to keep buying stuff.
Yep.
Same thing again, mate. I probably do more things if I had more money.
Well, that's why we need somebody to sign you.
Get me signed up. Let's go.
Yeah,
Definitely.
the lack of being signed is just holding you back. So
The lack of just getting signed up and the funding is just what I could do with them resources would be even better than what's happening now.
hell.
But that's the journey.
Well, like that's what's so good about it. How far you've got and everything you've done has just been you yourself, DIY, just with your own ideas and your own hard work.
My own ideas, my own hard work, my
That's
own
fucking
money.
cool, man. It makes it far more respectable than as if, you know, someone just came and bought you your everything.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
You have to earn it to get signed. So
Absolutely.
been doing it about 4 years.
That's cool.
Putting in
So
that work.
you said you were open to more collabs. You're not into keeping it tight. You're into anyone who wants to work with you, shout you out, get in there.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
cool. Has there been anyone getting in touch, maybe to ask you to guest on anything that could
I
surprise anybody?
have a song. We Rich Mix, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I had a song with him before he died. He's class him, so he was. Him and Dirtbird. I had a song with both of them. And, I keep texting people to try and get sorted, and they just keep not even replying, forgetting about it. But I feel like we can. I want to remake that one in memory of him.
Yeah.
Because we had that song and I wanted out with him and then he passed away. So, and then Dirtbird and Rich Mix's mixtape,
Yeah.
I helped promote it and stuff.
Okay.
Freedom Raiders, check that out. They both were the Ballies and all, and one was from
Yeah.
East and one was from West. It was very, very good mixtape. It was produced by Adam as well. Unreal. But yeah, with collabs, I'm always
What about
looking
any
for-
dream collaborations? Anybody? Well, we'll start in two ways. We'll ask first anyone within reach, and then anyone, you know, super dream collaborations, you know, out of reach. So, of people we know, anyone within reach, who would your dream collaborations be?
So this will be out after next Friday, yeah?
Yeah.
So Friday, I'm getting announced for a gig in Dublin
Oh, cool.
with Dirtbird and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of Dublin rappers. Don't know if you're Scruffy Manully and Big Jimbo, you call him. But Scruffy
Awesome.
Manully, he's just a legend, man. He loves his tens of harp and he's just
Yeah.
authentic.
Brilliant.
I'd love to get one with him
Awesome.
from Dublin.
Class.
Belfast. Kneecap.
Yeah.
I would love to
Well,
get with Kneecap.
You actually know Kneecap, so
Yeah, I know, but
there's a
they're-
chance you
they're
could put
that
a word
big
in.
now.
They could be too damn busy, but you know, at Christmas time when they're back home,
No,
you know,
Mowgli,
like,
Mowgli,
nothing to
but
do.
no, everyone, they all, no, I mean, I've linked up with them before, and
Yeah.
they've seen.
If you guys
They have their
you
own
did do their after party or something before, didn't you? Or did
Limbo
Limbo?
did it, and
Yeah.
I was there
Fantastic.
supporting them.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Were they there?
No.
No.
Well, fake
It was for
after
the
party.
fans. It was for the
Yeah, it was
fans.
for everyone to come up
Yeah.
after. You
Okay, cool.
know? But yeah, Kneecap. I do see like Kneecap. I know them. They're legends. They're big. They have the Irish language things, but
Yep.
like definitely should link up with them because like me and Limbo Slice, we're just as good as them.
Yeah, I would like to
when
see
I-
some
yeah,
more
we're-
homegrown
They're not
collaborations.
like way better, like talently, like.
And they're from the same
Yeah,
neighborhood.
like,
Like you should
they're-
be able to get a hold of them.
It's hard to get a hold of them now. They're
Yeah.
that big.
Anybody else? What about like
Free
any-
Mo Car as well.
Yeah.
Free Mo Car.
Oh, Free Mo Car,
He's
yeah,
over.
that's metal.
He has to go against it for counter-terrorism.
Yeah,
Terrorism act.
sounds like a
Um,
crock of shit.
For sweat. So Free Mo Car and
Yep.
like so the dream one in Belfast is obviously collab me, Limbo Slice and Kneecap.
That would be cool.
And then we'll have Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
like the likes of Capdot and Cast. And then I would love to just link up with people from other countries too. I like the style of
what
hearing
about
the two accents.
huge big American? You know what's going on over there right now? They're like
Dizzy Wright all the
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
He Dizzy Wright really. He came to Dublin years back. And we all met him. Passed him a joint on stage, and
Nice.
he put us in one of his music videos and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And he called it FFL, Fuck Fake Love. So I would love to do like a conscious one.
Yeah.
With Dizzy Wright. He's from Vegas. And he's not too big. He's always been independent and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. What about any artist dead or alive from the past? Is there anyone not around anymore you'd love to have worked with?
Not around? Well, obviously, just you would say the likes of Tupac and Biggie and all, because that's what I grew up listening to. But since I said I had a reggae song and I had Bob Marley, of course.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool, man. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Bob Marley's the main man.
Yeah, fucking right, dude. That's cool. Well, yeah, man, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us. We've covered a lot of stuff here. I've got some more questions. I'll fire on if you're not
Keep
tight
going,
for any
man.
time.
I have nothing to do.
Awesome.
I want to just have a wee, thanks for bringing me on, because obviously it was meant to box in the
that's right. I was
Working
going to
Class
ask you about
podcast.
that.
Yeah, I've got concussed. There was a bit of an argument, and someone's attacked me from behind. So I've actually,
Shit.
this is the first I've actually been able to get around. So once you text me the day,
Yeah.
come down.
See
I
that
was sitting
coming.
there. I've posted that I wasn't boxing, and I wasn't really feeling the best, mate. So and there's nothing better than an old chat and a pint of
Good.
stout in there to
Yeah.
get things to make you feel better. Like
Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad I was able to help you get up and out of
men's
the house.
mental health, man. You know, like
Absolutely.
men's mental health and it's a big thing. Like the biggest killer under 50s is suicide.
Yeah.
Suicide's killed more people than people were killed in the Troubles by
aye.
death. So the main thing for rapping, obviously you have the goals, because this, because that, but the main thing for rapping is because it helps my mental health.
Yeah.
It helps me get thoughts off
Gets
my head.
all your aggression out.
Gets everything
all your
out.
stress out. Helps you just alleviate yourself.
Definitely, man. So that's the main thing. And we chat like this, podcasts and all, should do more.
Yeah, I mean, you've featured on a lot before. You were on Working Class podcast. I've seen you on a bunch of their episodes.
Whiskey and White as
Whiskey
well.
and White. Yeah, I try to watch as many as I can. I don't see absolutely every one of them, but I do love them and they're brilliant.
Yeah, I was on Whiskey and White, and then Working Class, but obviously it was from K-Hole Split. So I got on the Working Class podcast again, with John Mann.
Oh yeah, I've got one left. We'll split it.
Good man. And that was good because I wasn't really talking all about like K-Hole Split. The K-Hole Split was such a big thing because everyone loves drama, you know.
Yeah,
But
man.
it's all fan dabby dozy now, anyway.
Well,
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Of course, man. It's cool that you're real friends and we're able to.
I just
so
had
you
talked
were
to him,
going to do the boxing. You were going to do. What was your prep like? Were you all?
Free time Antrim, free time Ulster champion.
Oh, so you've done this before?
Yeah,
This
I had
is
my
nothing new
first.
to you?
I had my stopped fighting for a while. I had my comeback on February on Sean Pol show.
Yeah.
Only a couple of weeks off of couch training. I actually had a drink the night before, and I don't know why. Still got the win.
There you go. Still won.
Gassed it out in the end of the third round. Your mom was way fitter than me.
Yeah.
And I've held it on them. But yeah, like, I was meant to fight Gary Doherty. People were going to me like, oh, you well batter him. Because he does like videos on TikTok and they're calling him a fruit and all. And I was like, he's a good boxer. I was going, he's a big, tall,
quite young though, doesn't he?
good boxer. He's about 19, 20.
So I mean, so he's not a bit smaller, but
No, he's
younger.
bigger than me.
Is he actually bigger than you? I
Yeah, I've
thought he
never
would've been
fought
smaller.
someone bigger than me. I've sparred people bigger than me.
Yeah.
But that seemed better. I like it. But
And
I'm
if you're
raging.
older, you've got like so much more
Dash strength.
knowledge.
Yeah. I was so
Knowledge
gutted. I
and
was so
determination.
gutted about it because me and my Team Rebirth, shout out Rebirth, Ram McGacken, Chris De Bruyne.
Yeah.
We were training hard, you know, like we were actually. I've been doing a lot of strength and we were doing boxing and I was feeling really the sharpest I've ever felt in my life.
That's good, man.
And to be fair, it was 6 weeks to go and it was my friend's christening. And I said, I was something telling me not to go out. And I went out anyway and then that's when I got attacked. And obviously, I'm not saying I got attacked for nothing. It was obviously It was in an argument, but I walked away.
Oh, right,
But
okay. So I don't know. Do you know who did it, or do you want to talk about it?
nah, I
Or?
don't want to say
Yeah,
anything.
no, fair enough. We'll leave it.
But the fact that I was blaming myself and I was hating myself
Yeah.
because I chose to go out.
To go out. But I mean, like, you didn't choose to get fucking hit from behind or whatever.
I know, but see, before I just had a feeling not to go out, and I did. I should have just not went in.
Sometimes that sixth sense, you should listen to it. Sometimes you can, human intuition.
Yeah, well, the thing is with the Northern Ireland like transport service is a joke.
Oh.
When I lived in Liverpool, there's 24-hour buses to get home, people home safe. So the way the community government, whatever way they have it, is they're closing stuff early and then not having transport
Anywhere for anyone
for people to get home. Well, you had like my phone was dead now. I could have got killed, you know. Okay. And funny enough, some guy, some good Samaritan seen me, taxi driver, and was like SP. Like must have seen the tunes, and he got me home safe. And like I couldn't ring anyone. Did you ever go to Ad Ibis try and get a taxi up roads and nightmare?
Man, yeah. They need to sort out the city, like stick some late buses on or put extra taxis on.
Living in the past, me
government sucks here.
I actually tried to get a bus from Newcastle, County Down, on Sunday, and it wasn't one till 7:45 at night, and the wee small station was closed because it was a Sunday. Like, get with the times, Belfast.
Yeah.
TransLink, government, Sinn Féin, DUP.
It's an official call out. Sort it.
Get your buses sorted.
Oh, they're too busy filling their pockets
getting their money, and leaving us to be out in the street.
Nothing. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
They absolutely suck. Well, dude, some more questions for you. Any advice for a young SP FreeTheWorld, your own 16-year-old self? What would you say? Was there anything at the time you would have liked to have heard to help you get to where you're going quicker?
But one thing that I would say is stay humble, but I actually done that,
which
is actually the maddest thing, because
it's the most important.
I've helped a lot of people start rapping, and I've helped them gain confidence and got them to rap, and I've seen a lot of people like just be so sound and like nice guys, and then they've been rapping, and because they get a bit of recognition, they completely change. Right. Their egos come. They're so cocky, confident. They think they're like global superstars, and they're not even. And like, fair enough. There's having confidence in yourself.
Yeah, you should believe in yourself.
And then there's
but you should also know who the fuck you are.
And then there's ego work. I've had close friends and actually had to not be as close to them because, and that's one thing I've always stuck. Stay humble.
Yeah.
With the younger self, I don't know. I feel like I obviously would have liked to get a bit further than what I actually am now. I know I'm doing well.
Yeah.
But I have big vision, so I know like hopefully that my older self says something to me instead. But for the younger generation, it's just not me looking back on my past, but for other people, is just don't care what people say.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Like, don't listen to people, because every time you say something, even my missus was talking about this. Sometimes I actually do it. I go, this person said this, and then it puts you off. But every time someone says something, it's a negative way. It tries to put you off. Put you off what you're doing. Just keep that vision, go for it, and work hard, you know.
Yeah.
And company's a big thing. Like, watch who you're around. You know, people try and take your soul out of you.
Oh,
People try and drag you down big time.
Hang around with people who help you be the best version of yourself, and you're not having to constantly pick up after.
I would have probably told my younger self to not take as much drugs, like.
Well, fair enough. It's not a laughing matter. Sorry.
No, it is funny sometimes, like, but like,
no, it's good advice. But mate, that if you tell your younger self that, it'll probably just make you take more. So just.
But it sounds a bit mad, like, but if it didn't, I wouldn't be the person I am today either.
Yeah, there's a lot of said for like spiritual vision quests that you only have when you're
like, I've had some like psychedelic experiences and all. What's happening? I haven't in a while, actually. Some
serious epiphanies and poignant thoughts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, my mate Whelan,
probably some of your best lyrics.
Yeah. My mate Whelan's come back from Australia, and Daz, them two have the camper van.
Oh, cool.
But my mate's been away to Australia. We usually go in their camper van every Easter. Apart from that Easter, and drove down to Cork and we went the whole way up the west coast.
Yeah.
We took mushrooms in County Kerry.
Oh, very nice.
On the best place where you can see the stars and stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Awesome.
haven't done that in a way, but it's good. Your mental space, like
Yeah.
psychedelic experiences out.
Second,
I haven't done DMT in a way.
me neither. Not since my kids were born, but psychedelic experiences.
My friend actually-
I would be a massive supporter of.
My friend Smokey, shout out Smokey, his missus was pregnant and he done DMT with me and he had a gender reveal in his head. Pop goes, "You're gonna have a boy," and he had a boy.
DMT's mental. It's
It's only 15 minutes, but
Yeah.
whereas the LSD and all is 12 hours.
sometimes that's too much. So sometimes it's the next day, and you're like, right, come on, it's time to stop.
No, I know the LSD was crazy, man. Like
Yeah.
my mate playing the violin by himself, and I went to go and get the off license in Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the off license and using my mate's car, and he wrote his password on it. And I've got this drink. I've got the drink on contactless, and I went to pay a taxi man. Look, there's a fucking snake on my hand. And I went, Jesus, I have to turn around to my friend and go, let's go. I couldn't pay the taxi man. He chased me, and he went in the dark alley, and he went to throw. I thought he was going to stab me or throw a bottle at me. And I just got hit and he threw a tin of coke at me. I goes, happy days, away we go.
Take the tennis coke with you.
But obviously I'm off marijuana.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Which is mad. I have merely I was only done that for didn't smoke until I was 18 because I boxed. I was off that there. I've been off that for a while, which is good for the head. Sometimes then I wanted more drink, if you know what I mean. And drink's just as bad. It's not the drink. The couple of pints like this or in the house. It's
kebab afterwards.
the too much.
And the sleeping in and the not getting up and not going to the gym.
And the cocaine.
Yeah.
That one. So kids, stay off drugs.
Stay off drugs. More for us.
Stay off drugs is the main thing I would tell my younger self, because I did overconsume, but I was lucky to be here sometimes. I think in my head. I feel like that's why I feel very powerful. I feel like I'm meant to be here. Like this is my purpose.
We are, dude. You're here.
Yeah, the music things. I was put in this earth to do.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm kind of getting into a new version of myself with the getting older with the baby.
So we're gonna be once you're a father, then we'll be seeing SP FreeTheWorld 2.0.
You'll just see a better version of me.
V2.
Because I love
the next evolution.
I love the way you can, and you probably obviously know this yourself. I love the way you can live the rock star life up on stage and go home to your girlfriend and the kid. Yeah. Like I even know the kid's not born yet, but they go home with the kid and the girl and actually have that, and that's something special.
Hold on to that's the most important thing.
It's something special, because once see everyone who's there at the gig. Whenever you need someone the most, they're all going to be away.
When you go home, who you go home to is the most important.
They aren't going to be there.
They're not going to be there at home. They're just there for the show. It's just
they're for the entertainment, but for the deep stuff and all. The girlfriend.
Family is key.
Yeah, family. Definitely.
That's awesome. Any plans for any more children, or are you going to get married?
I haven't even had my first one yet. First one.
But once you got one, you were like, "This is class. You should have another one."
Obviously, have a boy. So say maybe fucking 5 years. Maybe hopefully try and have a girl, but never know. Might just have.
You're gonna try and mentor him into music.
Yeah, definitely. Big
awesome.
Time. See, my grandfather was he was a poet. I'm getting a cramp.
So this has always been in your blood?
Yeah, he's a poet. So whenever he was about, I would have done. Well, he's dead now, and I have all his.
You have all his poems.
All his poems.
Have you ever thought of producing them into tracks?
I done one in Pray for a Better Day called "Claim the Crown."
Right? You beat me to it.
It's my second song. It's called "Claim the Crown," and his one was called "Acclaimed." So I've done his poem at the start, and then I've transitioned it into a young generation one. So
brilliant.
My granddad Pat, that's where I kind of get a lot of inspiration from.
Awesome.
And obviously, I'd love to get married, but as I said, money. As I said
that's
again.
It. Well, that's where getting signed comes in, and getting those backers on you.
Yeah, no, but I love my girlfriend, and I'm looking forward to start having a family with her. Yeah.
Fantastic, man. Brilliant to hear. It's great that this is where you're at now. You're taking off, but also settling down.
Taking off, I know, crazy, man. And I feel like that's a perfect balance.
Yeah.
I do feel like that's a perfect balance.
Awesome.
So you can have your highs and then just go down.
Staying grounded, but staying high at the same time, bro. Dude. Yeah, absolutely.
And hopefully better things to come as well.
Brilliant. Well, dude, we're almost here towards the end. Before we finish up, is there anybody you want to shout out? Anyone you want to give some props to? Anyone you want to say hello to?
Hello.
You've been shouting at everyone so far, but
I know.
is there anyone you've left out yet? Anyone you've not mentioned?
Wanted to shout out my family, friends, shout out the Working Class Podcast, Liam Vaughan Gavin. Shout out to everyone who's helped me make the mixtape coming out.
Yep.
Shout out to all the ones we've lost. Shout out Stevie Mull. But yeah, that's all, man. Kind of covered who I wanted to shout out anyway.
Awesome.
But yeah, Annie, I want to shout out to the record label.
Yes, the yet to be on your record label. And your gigs, of course. So tell us about the gigs.
So we're with In Voodoo here on the 26th of June on the M66 gig.
Yep.
You'll see me here, and then you'll see me in the 16th of August with my headline show.
Awesome.
As well. And you'll see my mixtape coming out here. Shout out everyone involved. Shout out Primoy, the Tribal Kings. Shout out Hotbox. Shout out Eulogy. Shout out Atomic Atom. You're all legends for helping me.
Yep.
And shout out you for having me on.
Oh, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I've got I guess our next gig is Kidos with Acid Age in the studio sessions, 5th of July in the studio sessions, Waterfront Hall. And then in here, 30th of August, Life is Loud, the ultimate Kerrang era.
I'll need to get
tribute,
one. I need to get down.
Dude, yeah, we'll get you on the guest list. We'll get you down. I think you'd enjoy the Kerrang band. We'll do a lot of Limp Bizkit, a lot of
Definitely.
Linkin
I
Park.
have a wee friend who loves going to just bands with me as well.
Brilliant.
So I'll get him down. So give me a text.
Oh, well, SP, dude, thank you so much for coming. This has been great. This has been the Rig Rundown, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
Legends.